I can't make this up.
But on the other end, that's a lineup I like a whole lot more. Marth,
Yeah, no,
kind
that
of
is...
buns at times, but he's cool.
No, yeah.
Falco, that's my boy.
Just looking to finesse right now. But for what it is worth, this looks like a solid spread of characters for SuperGirlKels to fight off against. Nothing too extreme as far as matchup spreads are going. And SGK's, of course, renowned for how well she can fight with Sonic. So Sonic acting as the point character I feel is very smart. Isabelle is the anchor I find to be very interesting. I'm curious to see what she's going to be able to accomplish there. But we'll see as things go, as Juice leads off with Falco, another very interesting character.
And, you know, it makes me think maybe both of their mindsets are kind of similar in the sense of, like, you know, I'm going to start with one of my strongest characters. Ooh, beautiful triple up air chain coming out from Juice. But, and then maybe just kind of leave it so they don't have the stress. Oh, my God. Juice.
Falco is actually amazing. I feel like a lot of people sleep on this character, but listen, great recognizes great. And this Falco definitely has got what it takes. Look at the damage that's on board already. Yeah, that move's not what it used to be the second.
Yeah, for real. But, you know, 120 on SGK, right? If Juice is able to kind of find either a smash attack or even a back air, especially, you know, we've seen a lot of drag down neutral air, up tilt into something. But it looks like the percent window might be out now, especially with a little bit of rage racked up on my man.
Yeah, up tilt's going to have to lead into, like, air dodge read up air at some point. Back air, it's going to take a little bit more effort to kill with. So we're getting into the point where Juice is either going to kill him with just raw back air, or we're going to see a smash attack. But talking about smash attacks, SGK is the one who's bringing them out, and now it's time for this bleeding Sonic to take on the Marth.
Oh, you can see he's throwing out all these hitboxes. Marth, of course, you know, doesn't really matter. It's like that was a tip or dash attack, but, like...
That's going to matter.
You kind of get used to it, but man...
There he is. It's the soft boy.
Oh.
Now, to be fair to Kirby, there is a fairly general game plan for what he wants to do. He wants to work from the inside out, push to the corner, and consistently set up so that he can get pratfall into forward smash. You can get this a lot with down tilt. Down air also links into it fairly well. And as a solid mix-up tool, down smash is going to be able to reach pretty well. So, assuming that SGK can at least rack up the damage, she can net the kill with the F smash.
And it looked like she crouched a little bit. I don't know if that's why the forward tilt from Marth actually whiffed. Like he might have just gone a little bit under the swing of the blade. Can't be too sure, though. But SuperGirlKels making great use of this Kirby. But as I say, that gets bopped. And that's the thing about Kirby's recovery. It's, like, pretty bad for someone with multiple jumps. But here's your...
Here's Isabelle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you gotta do it like that? All right, listen, for what it's worth, I actually feel like this is a solid matchup for Isabelle. Not only can Juice not afford to use neutral beam, like Dragon Fang Shot is not going to be useful in this because if it gets pocketed, it's going to deal a boatload of damage and leave Juice in mean position to get punished with forward smash. But on top of that, you're going to be able to harass from a distance very easily, able to edge guard fairly well, always going to be able to come back from Corrin harassing. And Corrin's movement is just going to allow her to disengage. She can't really threaten an approach with it anymore.
I mean, yeah, we're seeing it right now, right? The instant pin to automatically swing back. When it gets caught by the Lloyd Rocket, though, needs to be careful. And generally before, the instant pin into backward kick would generally pop the Lloyd Rocket and explode it. But, oh no, uh-oh, we fishing, baby.
Forward throw with good DI. It's not going to kill just yet, but at this kind of a percentage, let me see it again, and we're going to go into game 2.
God, I hate this character.
Fishing rod is like, it's that good. It's that good.
Is that good?
Is that good?
Oh, man.
I found out recently that Isabelle, if you tether back at a specific range with fishing rod,
oh, yeah,
pulls her through the stage in a position where she would normally have rolled onto stage, which her stage roll is actually not that bad. She has one of the worst get-up attacks in the game from the ledge.
I believe that. She got stubby arms.
Not only does she have tiny arms, she takes forever to crawl up, and she, like, smacks forward with her pom-pom. It takes forever. It's terrible. But she has a decent roll. And the fact that you can instantly just warp to that location laglessly, yeah, that's kind of useful. Mind you, I'm not expecting SGK to pull out ridiculous...
That'd be crazy,
like
though.
Now. Like, Isabelle would look like a real character if you could do that consistently. I'm not expecting that kind of action. But you cannot sleep on what the Fishing Rod's able to do as far as securing kills, and more especially, just extending edge guard positions, because that's always been something that the Animal Crossing characters are solid with. Coming into Game 2 now, Kirby's taking the lead, and in fact, we see Corrin at the front for Juice.
Which actually might just be the preferred matchup overall. Probably just doesn't want to deal with the Isabelle with the Corrin. I mean, as you were saying before, it was a pretty solid matchup for Isabelle. But I don't know how well-versed one can be in the Corrin versus Kirby matchup, right? Like, there's just so many matchups in Ultimate to begin with, and this is one of those things you're definitely not practicing for at all.
Listen, you want to crunch the numbers at home. Once we have the entire roster of Ultimate released, assuming there's no more DLC packs, it's going to be 3,200 individual 1 versus 1 matchups. So make sure to do your homework, kids. But as far as Kirby, and in fact, as far as SGK's roster is concerned, these are all not popular characters. A lot of Sonic mains that had abandoned the character. Kirby was already not a very popular character in competitive play. And Isabelle herself has already been a character written off by many with good reason. So expecting to have experience against these characters at this level of play is very difficult for a lot of regions. That being said, I feel like Juice's player sense can carry him through it, and he brings a very good roster for being able to fight these off, at least on an even playing field. He doesn't have any outstanding matchups where we got to look forward to, but if he can keep his feet on the ground, so to speak, he should be able to control the tempo of the match a lot better than Game 1.
But I'm wondering, man, SuperGirlKels has arguably, I mean, I don't even know if it's arguable. This is her best character, straight up, right? She got the Sonic on deck, ready to go ahead and confirm his KO. I don't know how much damage we're going to see Juice manage to pull out here before this Corrin has to say goodnight.
Kels is being extremely patient with how she wants to poke in and out on Juice, and I love it. Sonic can't really afford to recklessly throw himself in like that. So just dashing in and out of that threatened range, going back for the homing attack. I love the way SGK uses that homing attack too, because you get a very potent poke. Talking about potent, look at that down smash. Corrin had nowhere to go.
I like it though, because we had seen that exact same scenario before where he was on the ledge, went for the regrab with the Dragon's Ascent, and actually probably held down a little bit to kind of poke SGK after he was standing by the ledge. So she dashed back, waited for it, came back, and then down smash and was able to confirm the KO. So it's a smart adaptation from her, but now Juice does have the Fire Emblem Prince himself, Marth here, try to do some more damage. We saw that dash attack at the KO last time, but other than that, you know, like, why not Lucina, I wonder?
My guess is just in playing the spacing war, Juice might find it more rewarding to have the tipper. Might be easier to confirm kills. And this is sort of alluding to like what I was saying earlier, where some characters might find their relevance in different spots. In Squad Strike, there might be a lot more merit for being able to take that stock if there's already a lot of percentage built up. So you don't have to worry too much about the sour spot that you find in a lot of Marth's moves. If you could just land that one tipper, that might be all you need. Remains to be seen if that's what's going to work out for Juice at this point in the match, though.
Oh, I like the counter on the spin dash. Now, SuperGirlKels has to be wary of that option, right? She's like, oh, crap, I forgot this kind of a thing you could do to counter this option in the neutral, and it could serve to be a very potent tool for Juice, but, of course, he does only have that one stock to play with, so, oh, wait. Oh, didn't get the read.
Hell of a read, too. But Juice was really prepared for that swing, man.
Well, and see, the tipper down tilt there, I actually feel like didn't help him. I mean, sure, the forward tilt will take it, I guess. But, like, generally, you know, with a character like Lucina, you go for that down tilt. It sets up for a tech situation, and then you can try to go for the read like we saw him do before. He just didn't guess right. But in that scenario where he got the tipper, it just kind of ruined it. Uh-oh. Yeah.
And get that pickup for a throw. At this percentage, I would hope that SuperGirlKels can go for the up throw from the fishing rod. That's what's going to kill at this point. One thing I don't like in this particular matchup is the fact that Lloyd Mine is able to so easily backfire on Isabelle. We've seen this a few times now, as Juice has been very aware of this tool in particular. But if you hit the Lloyd Mine while it's still buried, you're going to be able to cause a small explosion, and that explosion can affect Isabelle. It's not that great of a tool. But it just goes to show good awareness. Talking about awareness, there's that up throw, ending out Marth in anticlimactic fashion. Now Isabelle versus Falco, which not the greatest of matchups, but a lot of Isabelle's tools allow her to at least stay at an even ground with a lot of the spacies. She can put out the damage, she can fight in the neutral. Getting the kill, though, is going to be fairly difficult.
Oh, but man, SuperGirlKels has already done such a great job of racking up this preliminary amount of damage, right? Already? Wow, 80s. Oh, that could have been wraps.
Yo, if that mine was still at the ledge, that would have been nice.
Down tilt?
Yeah, down tilt
It
kills.
killed. I mean, bro, it killed in melee. Don't think I forgot. Don't think I forgot.
Never forget your roots.
Slices the feet with the... I mean, I guess it's like a bit of like a sweep with the tail as well. It's like the boots and the tail kind of combined together.
Birds don't have prehensile tails, so I don't really know what Falco's killing with. They're just long feathers. They're there to guide him while he flies. I mean, he doesn't fly. I mean, he does.
Kinda.
Star Fox game hasn't came out in forever, so he doesn't fly. TBH.
Wasn't there that Star Fox game for the Switch? Right? Star Fox, come on.
Yeah, Starlink, whatever the hell.
Starlink, yeah.
I guess that kind of counts. Oh, yeah, and DLC, Falco's entering that game. You know what? I'll give it to you. Star Fox series hasn't had anything in a good time. You can have that one.
But we go into game 3, man.
We're going to Town and City, and once again, we're seeing a switch up in the roster. This time, Sonic leading off against Falco. Was this not what happened in game 1?
I believe so. Yeah, it was actually indeed. And, you know, I had mentioned back then that maybe they felt like starting off with their best characters was just a way to kind of make it so that once they burned through it, they were able to kind of cut through the fodder in a way. And as long as they do enough damage with their preliminary character, hopefully the secondaries will be able to kind of pull the rest of the weight. But, you know, it really does feel like whoever gets the better end of this particular matchup is the one who will come out on top, right? Like, if SGK is able to hold on to Sonic for a little bit longer and get to that second character, it's going to be a lot harder for Juice to make that comeback. But the same goes for Juice as well, right? He gets the first KO. It's going to be the same thing. So really, this is what we're looking for. It's this first matchup that matters the most, in my opinion.
And it's so fast because you see how, like, aggressive SGK wants to get early on. See the way that she's spin charging literally inside of her opponent's shields. So she's waiting for that opportunity of a drop shield to lead into something. And she's done such a good job of racking up the damage that one small poke is all she needed to confirm her kill. And now we're back onto the Corrin.
I don't know, man. You know, I just said it, but now SuperGirlKels, you know, a few percentages away from lapping Juice. Juice trying to go deep stage spike. That's going to be a wrap. Oh, no. SGK SuperGirlKels pretty much solidifying herself the dub with that one play. It's going to be exceptionally difficult for Juice to make this comeback.
It's going to be a hard one indeed, but it's not out of the realms of possibility yet. One thing that Juice is going to have to do, though, make sure he ends this stock quick. He cannot afford to eat a lot of percentage, especially as Kirby is on the board. Once there's a lot of percentage built up, Kirby doesn't have to worry about extending too deeply just for the sake of damage. She can just hunt for the forward smash with all of those moves being fresh that allow her to do so. Down air, down tilt, all that's going to lead right into it. You can even start to threaten with throws because on Town and City, those platforms are going to be a wonderful boon to...
Wow.
All right, for a moment, I thought we weren't even going to get to that part.
I was going to say, dude, we got the 2-frame on deck. Not quite. Almost, though. Timing just a little bit off. Juice still trying to get at least this character. But SuperGirlKels, man, the Sonic just running through the entire roster.
This man rolling at the speed of sound.
Got places to go.
Just ain't able to catch him at this rate. This is looking rough.
Forward tilt, man. Oh, my goodness. Another one?
Oh,
for
another.
Good measure, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Just do it for fun. SuperGirlKels, destructive end to a beautiful set. 3 stock, 3 character, I don't know what to really call it. Bodying.
Yeah. That's
sweep.
Classic. Everybody understands
Everybody knows that one, man.
And it's interesting, too, because games 1 and 2 are so tight. They were really close battles. All of a sudden, a wash in game 3. I don't know what happened. SGK just woke up and she just wanted to be done. She's looking to excel through this bracket, man.
Go ahead and move yourself. You know, Juice, though, did put up a valiant fight. It just really seemed, I don't know, Sonic, one of those characters where it felt like...
Yo, Sonic's wild, man.
Just really needed to take care of it as soon as possible. And maybe that's where the bet was. It's like, maybe I'm going to place all my chips on the table, put my Falco out first. If I'm able to beat the Sonic, the likelihood of me getting through the rest